What's this area of the ship?
Jezu.
This allows
That's all for
logging
now.
you out, Shepard.
Dobra. Jest. Większy magazynek zajebiście. Musiałbym się wrócić. Ale dobra, pogadam tutaj z Mortinem.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Yes, would like that actually. Talked about work earlier. Time with Special Tasks Group studying genophage. Yeah, wasn't entirely honest. Lie of omission. Also, other kinds need to clear the air. Mission too important to keep secrets. Work on genophage was more than just study.
What was the Special Tasks Group doing with the Krogan genophage?
Study at first, as I said, but uncovered surprising data. Krogan population was increasing at faster rate than expected. Krogan were adapting to genophage, overcoming disease.
Did the Krogan evolve, or did some of their scientists develop a treatment?
Krogan scientists? Never met Krogan scientist worthy of term. No. Natural evolution. Krogan physiology incredibly durable. Organ redundancy, backup systems, cellular regeneration. Genophage like any other natural hazard. Krogan evolved past it.
The genophage was a terrible mistake. It nearly destroyed the Krogan and their culture. Now they have a chance to recover.
Naive viewpoint. Krogan too dangerous to allow unchecked birth rate. Look at Krogan rebellions. Personally led a science team. Geneticists, chemists, sociologists, mathematicians. Created new version of genophage. Released it onto Chanka, other Krogan-centric areas. Restabilized Krogan population.
You never considered other options?
Hundreds. Thousands. Modified genophage offered best outcome. Stabilized population, avoided publicity that could incite Krogan anger, averted potential genocide or devastating war. Best solution for whole galaxy, Krogan included.
If the Krogan are so dangerous, why not just sterilize them outright?
Not a war criminal, not a murderer, genocide unnecessary. Krogan as a whole, violent, aggressive, still have outliers, worth saving. Genophage modification protected galaxy, allowed Krogan chance to survive. Everyone wins. Good for us, good for them.
Okej.
The genophage was a
like that,
mistake bordering on a war crime. Recreating it is unforgivable.
Don't want me on team? Don't bring me. Can stay here, work on collector research. But no apologies. Did what was right. Hope you do the same if necessary. Should get back to work. Talk more later. Next time tissue synthesis has to compile. Good for free time.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Elizabeth Bayman. Cześć Shepard. Słyszałem o twoich wyczynach na Ilium i chciałem ci jeszcze raz podziękować za pomoc udzieloną nadziei Zu. Jakoś sobie z trudem radzimy. Większość pracowników Exogeni wyjechała, ale ja zostałem jako atasze. Przy okazji pilnując, żeby nic nie zostało z Toriana. Nie potrzeba nam znowu takich problemów. Strasznie mi też przykro, że do ciebie strzelałem. Już to na pewno mówiłem, ale chciałem jeszcze raz powtórzyć. Dziękuję i życzę powodzenia. Dzięki tobie nadzieja znowu żyje. Morlan. Przykro mi, rzucałem się dla Kroganina, bo jak na mój swój gatunek masz kiepskie wyposażenie. Boisz się usłyszeć te słowa? Sławny sklep Morlana sprzedaje w sieci najróżniejsze ulepszenia, które nie są objęte przepisami handlowymi Cytadeli. Bez względu na to, czy potrzebujesz hormonalnego powiększenia, cybernetycznego uwydatniania, czy genobiotycznego... To jest kurwa reklama. Ja pierdolę. Oral Han. Shepard, mówią, że żyjesz, że śmierć dała ci się wykiwać, że wysłanie tego do ciebie nie jest tylko bezcelowym ćwiczeniem w ramach mojej terapii. Mówią najróżniejsze rzeczy. Ja ciągle żyję, ona ciągle nie żyje. Podobno Benezja zginęła z twojej ręki. Dobra robota, kolejna kobieta, z której zabiciu pomogłem. Jeśli moje informacje się przydały. Chcą, żebym ci podziękował. Gdyby nie ty, Rakni zabiłyby nas wszystkich. Tak byłoby właściwie. Czemu ja, a nie ona? Czemu dane ci było pojawić się właśnie wtedy, a nie wcześniej? Uważają, że mogą mnie naprawić. Ale może tak naprawdę cię nie ma. Może umarłem, może nie zamknąłem tych drzwi na czas. Może trzymałem je otwarte, żeby dać jej szansę, a Rakni rozerwałem mi kombinezon i umarłem od napromieniowania na szczycie 15. Może jestem męczennikiem. A to jest okropna halucynacja przed cudownym życiem wiecznym. Ale jeśli nie, dziękuję. To jest ten...
Jack's tattoos are beautiful. As colorful as her past, I'm sure. I have concerns with her temper, though.
You have worries about Jack?
I know she'll be solid under fire, but her attitude suggests deep personal issues. She pushes people away, yet approaches sex casually. I don't think she understands her own motivations. Just be careful when talking about personal matters.
I'll do my best not to piss her off.
Please warn me if you fail. I want a chance to hide. Anyway, what's up?
Is there anything I should know?
Jack would like to see you down in her hidey hole on the engineering deck. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
It's always nice chatting with you.
Do Garusa pójdźmy.
Weren't you originally stationed on Horizon?
Yes.
Commander, those provisions you provided were perfect. I owe you. I've already thrown together some of my calamari gumbo. Here, try a bite. Truth told, it's based on an Asari recipe. Seems a little cannibalistic to me with their tentacle heads and all, but they ain't no
Siema,
good
Krzychu.
grub. Anyway,
Z rana.
thanks again. You really came through.
Co tam u ciebie?
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibration.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
Odzyskałem konto. A, trochę pospałem, bo za niedługo do roboty idę. No, za niedługo, na 23. Odzyskałem.
I got thoughts like little bugs crawling in and out of my head. I can't stop them. You know I have a history with Cerberus. You know how far back it goes.
I'll
Dziękuję.
listen to anything you have to say, Jack.
Your pal, the elusive man? Never seen him before, but Cerberus raised me. First thing I remember is my cell door in a Cerberus base. They did experiments, drugged me, tortured me. Whatever chance I had to be normal, they stole it by trying to turn me into
Powodzenia w
some
CS-ie.
biotic. The doctors, the other kids, every one of them hated me. They let me suffer.
What did they hope to gain by torturing a little girl?
It was something about pain breaking down mental barriers and how it might clear the way for a more biotic power. I'm sure there was a payoff due at some point, but I wasn't gonna see it. I was wired up in a cell.
They tortured you just to see if they could make a strong biotic? That's it?
Klasyczny.
Wasn't in a position to ask, Shepard. All I know is a little girl crying in a cell, begging for the pain to stop.
How did you get out of there?
There was some kind of emergency, and I made a break for it. The other kids came out of their cells and attacked me. So did the guards. I just killed everything in my way and ran. Guess my biotics had developed faster than they thought. I managed to get a shuttle off the ground. Drifted until a freighter picked me up. The crew used me, then sold me. That's my uplifting escape story.
There were other children in the base?
I didn't know much about them. I was kept separate. They hated me just like everyone else there. When I broke out, I had to fight through them all. I showed them, but there's a loose end I need to deal with.
You're absolutely certain that Cerberus was running the facility?
I was a kid, but I wasn't dumb. I know how to listen. It was Cerberus. Don't care how far down the chain it was. They thought they were so clever. Turns out, mess with someone's head enough and you can turn a scared kid into an all-powerful bitch. Fucking idiots.
I'm going to talk to the elusive man, and he'd better have some answers.
He'll just deny everything. That's not what I'm after anyway. I found the coordinates in your files. I want to go to the Telton facility on Pragia where they tortured and drugged me. I want to go to the center of the place, my cell. I want to deploy a big fucking bomb, and I want to watch from orbit when it goes.
Our mission is the priority. If we have time, we'll go there.
Don't wait too long. I need to do this soon. I need it.
Dobra.
I hear that Rupert is actually cooking some good meals lately.
Shepard,
Just checking in, making sure you're acclimatizing.
The hold is too open, not enough cover. Armor is limited. Warlord Grant would target here to scatter heavy cargo, then focus on engines. That's what tank imprints show about human ships anyway. It's how I learned from the tank. Old pictures where memory is. Like holding a book for a child. Just remember this, picture after picture. No help with finding a reason to care.
Something must move you. You're as genetically Krogan as you can get.
I see suffering, the dead, and I think weak. I'm supposed to be strong. My guts were grown from thousands more worthy. The dead were weak. If they were strong, I wouldn't be needed. I don't know why Okir started teaching. When he turned on the tank the first time, I screamed. Weak, pitiful.
So you started small, but you became what you are. Not everyone gets that chance.
I'm built for strength, but didn't earn it. I just am. Those dead were strong enough to try, even if they lost. The perfect Krogan, ignoring what made me. No strength in that. I'll take another look at what happened to the Krogan. Find a reason to care about it.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Certainly. We haven't had a chance since I joined.
When we met you, you said you were dying.
Yes. I thought you'd want to know more. You don't have to worry about the rest of the crew. My illness is not communicable, even to other Drell. It's called Keprel syndrome.
Are you gonna be alright till the end of the mission?
I should be fine for another 8 to 12 months. The more time I spend in human environments, the faster it progresses. I think it's safe to say that by the time my body is incapacitated, we'll be victorious. Or dead. Either way, I won't be a burden to you.
What exactly is the problem?
My people are native to an arid world. Most of us now live on Kaje, the Hanar homeworld. It's very humid and rains every day. Our lungs can't deal with the moisture. Over time, the tissue loses its ability to absorb oxygen. It becomes harder to breathe. Eventually, we suffocate.
Can't they do something about that?
The Hanar have funded a genetic engineering program. They should be able to adapt us. The project has only been running for a few years. I don't believe my body will still draw breath by the time it bears fruit.
Is there anything we can do here? Normandy has a state-of-the-art medical bay.
No, thank you. It's being attended to. If the finest medical minds in the Hanar illuminated primacy can't solve the problem, I doubt your ship's medic could. Thank you for your concern. Trust me, this won't affect my performance.
Okay. Dobra. Ja jeszcze do kajuty pójdę ulepszyć armor. Nie jest to najlepsze. Dobra. Aha, bo ja rybki kupiłem i ich nie karmiłem. Dobra. Jeszcze jedna misja i chyba zwijam.
No messages for you, Commander.
Ratuj statek przed zagładą, to jeszcze to zrobię, później jakoś jeszcze lojalnościową misyjkę. MSV złamana strzała.
Warning. Collision with the planet's surface is imminent. I am transmitting a countdown to advise you of the time remaining until impact.
Wprowadzam na statku stan żółtego alarmu. Chociaż na razie nic nie zapowiada kłopotów, to obawiam się, że możemy natknąć się tu na getę. Musimy być przygotowani na wszystko. Podobno zapuszczanie się tak blisko terytorium gettów jest bardzo nierozważne. Ale tutejsze kolonie muszą mieć możliwość obrony. Wydaje mi się, że przed kuleniem się ze strachu powstrzymuje nas tylko 100 skrzyń z uzbrojeniem wojskowym, które mamy na pokładzie. Poczujemy się wszyscy lepiej, gdy na trochę zejdziemy na ląd w układzie na Reef. Mamy do zrealizowania wiele dostaw, a dalej wcale nie będzie przyjemniej. Czerwony alarm. Wprowadzam na statku stan czerwonego alarmu. Getty atakują. Jesteśmy słabo wyposażeni jak na atak tej wielkości, ale zrobimy co w naszej mocy, żeby przetrwać. Musimy dostarczyć broń do kolonii, a ten atak jest tylko dowodem na to, jak ciężka jest tu sytuacja. Będzie to ostatni wpis w niniejszym dzienniku. Biorąc pod uwagę skalę ataków gettów, rozkazałem całej załodze natychmiast opuścić statek i skierować się do kolonii. Jeśli gettom uda się przyjąć kontrolę nad naszym statkiem, to będą również 100 skrzyń z bronią, które znajdują się w ładowni. Do tego mam zamiar użyć moich kodów autoryzacyjnych, żeby zniszczyć statek oraz mam nadzieję, że getty znajdujące się na pokładzie. Ja sam też pozostanę na statku, aby upewnić się, że spotka go godny koniec. Mam zamiar wyłączyć napęd statku. Spowoduje to stopniowe zmniejszenie się promienia jego orbity, co zakończy się uderzeniem MSV złamana strzała w powierzchnię planety. Tam uruchomi się odliczenie czasu do autodestrukcji. Muszę zachować ostrożność. Nie wiadomo, jaki los spotka nasz statek, jeśli ten plan się nie powiedzie. Dobra. Dobra, lecimy. Wiedziałem. Dobra. Status nawigacji offline. System uszkodzony, wykryto wyrwę w kadłubie, dochodzi do zaniku atmosfery wewnętrznej. Aby przywrócić zasilanie, ponownie połącz sprzęgi. Wykryto, że statek wchodzi w atmosferę planety, niebawem dojdzie do uderzenia powierzchni. O shit. Dobra. Aha. Aha, przerwano. Raczej musi być spokój.
Deploying tech. Overload.
Aha, tu jest drugi, dobra.
I got it.
Była szybka misyjka.
That did it.
Pomożemy Jacobowi.
Launching probe. Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe launched. Anomaly detected.
For a second patrol, looking for survivors. Bastards didn't know what hit him. Coming around for a second patrol, looking for
To ciekawe.
survivors.
Scans have found something.
Lądujemy tam.
Switch up.
Aha.
They're through my shield.
Take it! One more.
Excellent shot.
I'll put them down. Impact shot.
Understood. Rinse the sea.
Got no shields.
Hold fire, Shepard. Yeah, right on your ass.
Rocznik Log. Gdy artefakt zostanie zabezpieczony i wysłany, macie ze swoimi ludźmi spotkać się z kapitanem Warnesem na pokładzie statku MSV Frontowy Mu. W układzie Arin Lankar w Mgławica Omega. Jeśli zajdzie taka potrzeba, macie pomóc Warnesowi przy jego przechwyceniu. Komandor Santiago. Kolejne misje. Aha. Gdy ukrywali kuźwa artefakt brytyjski. No tam zbieracze się pojawili.
I have detected an anomaly.
Stress. MSV Hugo Gernsback. Registration
Probe launched.
VW461.
I have found something.
Ja się jeszcze poskanuję. Za dużo pierwiastku 0 tu jest.
Probe away. Probe launched. Probe away. Probe launched. Probe launched. Probe away. Probe launched. I have run a scan of the ship. I detect no life signs, but there may be useful technology or information still inside.
There it is, and mostly intact. They could have survived impact, but it's been years.
Hostiles are clear.
Looks like it was stripped after the crash. They'd have tried to get a beacon up as soon as possible.
Fragment piernika rejestru.
Along with this anymore. We've done horrible things to the crew. The conditions they're in, they don't understand what we're doing to them. Distract them for 2 seconds and they forget what you did before the bruises show. It's got to stop. I'm talking to the others as soon as...
Ciekawe.
What was her name? Sarah? Suzanne? My God, I can't remember. I can't remember her face. We need to get out. So I can remember. Can think straight. They have to hurry.
Repeat, toxology alert. Danger of rapid neural decay. Local flora.
From the look of it, this beacon's been here a while. Why would they wait years to signal?
Pause in beacon protocol. 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours. Pause is recorded as record deleted by acting captain Ronald Taylor.
That's not right. My father was first officer.
Ronald Taylor was promoted under emergency command protocols. Other flagged issues: unsafe deceleration, local food and neural decay, beacon activation protocols.
Who is in command of this ship? Where are the survivors?
Captain Harris Fairchild reported killed following unscheduled suborbital descent. First Officer Ronald Taylor promoted in-field to acting captain.
But where is he now?
The location of the remaining crew of the Hugo Gernsback is unknown. This beacon has been unattended for several maintenance cycles.
Local food impairs brain functions? What are the effects?
Impairment of mental function due to chemical imbalance begins within 7 days of ingesting local flora, regardless of decontamination or preparation. Impact on higher cognitive abilities and long-term memory is cumulative, but significant within a standard month. It is not known if neural decay is permanent. Data collection was not completed.
I assume unsafe deceleration refers to the crash. Give me the details.
Following an unspecified impact and sublight drive failure, the Hugo Gernsback made an unscheduled descent at 465% of theoretical recommended suborbital velocity. The Hugo Gernsback then decelerated at 782% of theoretical recommended approach velocity, sustaining significant damage to investment and crew.
Come on, let's get going.
My father had a working beacon but didn't signal for almost 9 years. Maybe that neural decay affected him.
Avoiding it for a decade seems unlikely.
You came from the sky? The leader said someone would come. He delayed for so long, but he still has power. Some have lost faith. The hunters. They will have seen your star. They will not let you help him.
What are you talking about? You're not making sense.
I don't remember how to say it. He's our leader and we serve so we can go home. But some want to fight him. They were cast out. He exiled them, so they hunt his machines and those who help him. They don't believe that rescue.
Watch out!
Hunters, they won't stop until the leader is dead.
Kill them! Agents of the liar! He will not escape!
They see you, David!
In the eye!
Deploying tech overload.
To mnie blokuje. Aha, ona.
Lost shield.
Panie, no są szalenie. Uuu, blisko było.
Deploying tech overload.
Jeszcze dwóch jest?
Shields down.
I've got him. Got him. Target down.
That wasn't neural decay. They were feral.
My father wouldn't let this go on.
You killed them, but there are more every day. They want to fight, but I just want to go home.
She's lost it. We need to find someone who can make sense of this. Strip for parts. Tech's wearing out. Those hunters must be laying on the pressure. Is that a settlement? They better be friendlier than the beach group. I need answers.
They're clearly docile, but in the same uniform remnants as those who attacked us.
There aren't any men here. Maybe it affects genders differently? Makes males get violent.
Possibly. But the woman on the beach said the exiled ones came back as hunters.
It doesn't matter right now. One of these people must know what my father has to do with this.
You have his face. He promised to call the sky, but he sends nothing.
He forced us to eat, to decay. You are cursed with his face.
Not the best reaction to the family resemblance, Jacob.
Why would my father force his crew to eat toxic food? Whatever's happening here needs to stop.
He has a cruel face. His cruel face. I can't talk to you. I don't want punishing. Go away. You are like him. You will keep us here.
He is bad. He has a bad face like the other. Like him. You'll hurt me.
The hunters will kill you. They fight because he exiled them and waited too long.
He keeps us, protects us, and we've...
What the hell? Somebody had to push them to make that. That's borderline worship.
Get over here!
Patrols like that are a little much against this bunch.
Well, that would make them hate him. Maybe...
Please. You have his face. But you fight his machines. You might stop this. I forget how to read. But this was the start. What he promised, and what they did to us. We need the sky. Take us back to the sky.
Jacob, what does it say?
It's a crew logbook. Some of them thought the beacon repair was taking too long. They were afraid they'd run out of supplies and lose their minds to the decay.
My father restricted the ship food for himself and the other officers so they wouldn't be affected. Everybody else had to eat the toxic food and hope for treatment later.
The rest is a casualty list. A few mutinied over the decision. My father and his officers turned the mechs on them.
He wasn't command material and it got to him. Couldn't keep the crew in line without violence.
It didn't stop there. More incidents, harsh punishments. It's like they're cattle, or toys. In a year, all the male crew members are flagged as exiled or dead. They separated out the women, assigned them to officers, like pets. And after the beacon is fixed, the officers appear in the casualties too. After. My father took control and didn't stop it.
Do you see an explanation for this? He's your father.
Is he? None of this fits. Maybe the initial decision, but the rest? Abuse of power doesn't get any clearer than this. I need to find this man.
This is Captain Ronald Taylor. Thank God you're here. My crew went insane. I only just got free.
The old corpse has been posed, like a warning. The new ones were left where they fell.
The hunters started fighting back.
You're up!
damage. Rapid system critical system damage.
Little late to play.
This should come in handy.
He had his fun, and now he wants out. Son of a bitch. Up front!
Aha. Fajnie mnie kurwa.
This looks interesting.
People away. This thing is not my father.
Enough with the toys. I need to look my father in the eye and hear him justify this.
Field is clear.
You're here. I knew a real squad would blow through just fine. Sorry if the mech scuffed your pads. I'll get you something nice when we get back to Alliance space. I've gotta have some back pay coming.
What about your crew, acting captain?
Total loss. The toxic food turned them wild. They propped me up here in some kind of ritual behavior. Waiting for a chance to signal has been hell.
That's the best you can do?
You let all your people talk back like that? Who are you exactly?
Commander Shepard of the Normandy. I believe you are acquainted with Mr. Taylor.
Taylor? Jacob? No. Not Jacob.
Why not me? Would 10 years of this look better to anyone else in the galaxy?
You have to understand, this isn't me. The realities of command, they change you. I wasn't ready for that. I made sure you were taught right. Before I left, I hoped to leave it at that.
I'm not unreasonable, Captain, but 10 years? What happened?
God damn it! Why did you do this to your crew?
There was resistance to the plan. Mutiny. We had to take a hard line to keep order. And things settled down. As the decay set in, we made sure the crew were comfortable. Some even seemed happier. Ignorance is bliss, right? And they were grateful for guidance, like an instinct. Pure authority was easy, at first. Months in, the effect lowered inhibitions. They got territorial. Rank, protocol, they couldn't understand. We had to establish dominance. After a while, the perks seemed normal.
That's it? You created a harem and played king? 10 years in a juvenile fantasy?
I can't point to where it all went wrong. But when the beacon was ready, revealing what happened didn't seem like a good idea.
What happened to the other officers?
Anders found his conscience a little late to step back. He had an accident. Things got tense. End of the day, I was the one with the mechs. I got a little basic in setting examples. But I was kind to my people once things settled down. Seemed like I'd earned some peace.
You fought over people like they were toys. Things.
The stores from the ship couldn't last forever. You had to know this would end one day.
Dining for one can really stretch things out. Besides, I can think of a lot worse retirement plans than stripping down and joining the droolers. That was before the hunters, of course. Dumb or not, I'd feel it if they got their hands on me now. They want blood. I'd prefer to keep it.
It's all about you. Everything.
You didn't feel any responsibility to get out of here for the sake of family?
I gave him a good start. He was a smart kid and was better off not following me. We figured that out a long time before I took jobs in deep space. And after things escalated here, it seemed best to just disappear off the galactic map.
Till you needed someone to save your ass.
What triggered the males to change and threaten you?
This planet has some strange cycles to it. I've seen some plants around I never saw before. Odd weather. Maybe some just adapted a little too well.
And if you treat them like animals, big shock. They become animals.
We can help these people. Cerberus can have ships here in days and pull everyone out.
He's not worth the fuel to haul him out or the air he's breathing. He's damn lucky I don't think he's even worth pulling the trigger. I don't know who you are, because you're not any father I remember.
We'll secure him for an Alliance court. For every year here, he'll have 10 to think about it.
Give him all the time in the galaxy. The man who did this doesn't know right from wrong.
I'm sorry, Jacob. I did the best I could.
I'm 10 years past believing that.
Wyższy poziom. Przymierze opiekuje się Ci uratowanymi z AI. Przy dodatkowym wsparciu ze strony Cerberusa dobrze wiedzieć, że całe doświadczenie nie zaszkodziło psychice Taylora. Jacob Taylor załatwił sprawę z ojcem i skupia się tylko na misji. Nowa moc Jacoba tworzy tarczę, która może pochłonąć ogromną ilość obrażeń. Nowy strój. Siła rażenia pistoletu. Duch ojca.
Alliance ships are inbound to secure Captain Taylor and his crew, Commander. We'll be long gone by the time they get here.
Don't even give them the tail lights.
Roger that.
What do you mean it wasn't you?
Jacob, if I had leaked the information about the Gernsback, I would be smiling at your resolution of the situation. I am not smiling.
Really? Because given the result, it feels like something you'd have your hands in.
You know very little about me, Shepard. Don't presume to understand my intentions. Cerberus is ultimately about humanity. My people are valuable to me.
Fine, you didn't forward it, so who did?
I did.
Figures. Who else could get into Cerberus channels?
It was hardly classified, just obscure. There was a time when it mattered to you. Sending this along seemed like keeping an old promise. I keep my promises.
Miranda, we'll discuss your liberal interpretation of security protocol in private. Shepard, Jacob.
You good with this, Jacob?
It's all bull, Shepard. Captain Taylor can rot in prison. Doesn't change who I am or what I know. I've already mourned the man he used to be. I guess he was a good enough father that even he can't screw up what he taught me.
You had no idea Miranda was behind this.
No, she's got a good memory. Selective, but good. I haven't thought about those days in a long time. Can't figure which promise she meant, though. Not sure I really want to know. She requires a better man than I.
Come on, we got work to do.
Aye, Commander. Shepard. Thanks for the help.
Anytime, Jacob.
Zapis i kończę. Się z tą na dzisiaj.